Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Bonkai Rebellion arc, episode 6, a City of Mist 8-episode miniseries. And by that, I do really mean we are playing Feast or Famine, a City of Mist 8 minisode. Blah, blah, blah. And thanks for waiting. Meet us after the break for some Bad House announcements. Content warnings. Our usual content warnings can be found by the Twitch command !FOFCW. As a reminder, our usual content warnings for the show are Surrealism and Unreality, Capitalism, Fantastical Body Dysmorphia, Romance and Sex, Violence, Cheating, for this episode in particular, police and prison mentions, and other dark themes. Please take care of yourself first and foremost. Some of you may have noticed in our other games, we actually use the flashback mechanic from City of Mist to allow our players to get the upper hand, help our relics with $10 or 1,000 bits for a reroll, or $20 or 2,000 bits for a flashback that they can accrue and maintain throughout the series. Our intro order today, as a reminder, I did not put it in our usual notes, so I apologize to our guests and everyone. We are going to introduce based on the overlay. So my name is Josephine. I will be your MC Maeve for today. Let's see what happens. We're gonna sit back today this time, finally. I'm gonna pass it over to Zoe.
Yeah, I figured it was me. Hello, gamers, strangers, and maybe even some rangers. It's me, your least favorite lad, Zoe. If you, I don't know, doesn't fucking matter. I play Soul, pronouns she, they, he, sometimes even they if you're fucking spicy. I got nothing. Yeah. I am gonna pass it to Austin.
I'm professional. I'm not muted. You're muted. Because you're at home watching this. Hi, I'm Austin. My pronouns are he, they, she, and tonight I will be playing Kairos, whose pronouns are she, they, and I don't know what else I'm meant to say here, so I'm going to pass it over to John.
What's up? I'm John and/or Ryomasa. I use any and all pronouns. Today I'm playing Christian, who uses they pronouns, but really is just the worst. That's about all I want to spoil for today. You'll see more of them later in a little bit, so I'm going to toss it to Wes.
Howdy, all. My name is Wes Franks, at Comfort Carrion on Twitter, all that good stuff. Carrying Comfort is the stuff that I do. I write and design tabletop games, all that good stuff. I once upon a time did actual plays. Maybe some in the future, who knows. But I am playing Clarence Sullivan tonight. I'm very excited to be just very slimy, greasy in the shadows, just causing a bunch of mischief and trouble. We'll see what's going on with Clarence soon, I guess.
Okie dokie. For today's rancid monologue, I don't know. Sometimes you wake up in the world and the person that is your mom, and the person that is your dad, but it doesn't have to be so. You can kill your parents. To recap, our last episodes, Darby and Percy go to the Pareidolia Planetarium, meeting Oakley Roth and Elijah Brownlee, other relics in another mysterious crew. Ash sending them on an existential, moral, social battle using constellations and her legendary understanding of each of them. Unknown to Darby and Percy at the time, Oakley and Elijah end up receiving Ash's alliance. To intro into today's episode, we're actually going to once again skip back just a little bit and go into that last day that we find Sol and Kairos after Zanny took them on a literally very zany experience throughout the rest of the world, and then we'll see what our guests are up to in a short while. So, Sol and Kairos. It is the approximate few seconds or minutes or whatever after that experience. Darby and Percy go off to hit the club. What do the two of you do, plan, in preparation to find Roman Montgomery, the counselor?
Yeah. And we know approximately, we know where, like, what city hall, where that place is.
Yep.
Yeah, so I like to think that we like we walked, I think Soul like flew out from after the conversation with the group, and we split. So I think at this point we are like, we've gotten far enough away that Soul was like hit the ground and is walking down the street. What's that?
I said you stopped pouting and you came back down.
Yeah, I think she stopped pouting and she came back down. I think she's walking down the street, and we see like a hot dog vendor, and someone's getting a hot dog, and Soul snatches it from them and is like taking a bite. She doesn't need to eat, but sometimes she likes a little bit of taste, and she starts talking. She's not pouting anymore, but she is kind of still. You can tell there's like an annoyed undertone, and she's just. Okay, so what are we gonna do?
Well, first, and I go past Soul and pay for the hot dog and pay for a second one for whoever Soul took one from.
She doesn't even turn around.
And then I turn back around. Well, we are looking for one Counselor Roman Montgomery to have a conversation.
Okay, now when you say conversation,
Yes.
do you actually mean a conversation, or do you mean like rip the top off of a fucking? Where do they say? What's in a city hall? Is that where? Is that
Yes.
where you rip the top off City Hall and light it up like with I don't know.
Light it up?
What do you do actually? Like, have I?
Like with lights? I believe it should be lit already. I
No,
assume.
like, fire, brimstone, arcane old magics from.
Set it ablaze.
Yes.
I do not plan to
it
set City
ablaze.
Hall ablaze. I don't believe everyone there is of ill repute. That would be
Okay.
quite dangerous, actually. Lots of people work there.
Yeah, it's more of kind of like a metaphor, Kairos. Well,
Oh.
less of a. Well, I'm being literal. Do you use fire?
No?
I didn't think so.
Well, sometimes.
Okay.
You use the tool that's available to you.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I've only seen you fight once, and that didn't last long. So just really just getting a gauge. Anyway.
Oh, if the conversation goes poorly.
Okay. Sure. Yes. When the conversation goes poorly, are you going to kill this man?
Well, if he attempts to harm us, of course.
Okay. That's interesting. I'm asking because I'm kind of I like to hit first and ask questions after.
Oh, how does that work out? Have you gotten a lot of answers?
It does work pretty well. Usually when the questions I tend to avoid vital spots when the questions are. It's kind of like a list of importance.
I see. I only hit after the questions we answer because my hits tend to stick. As you said yourself, the fights don't tend to last long.
The fights don't tend to. Yeah. Yeah, I've learned how to hold back. Kind of. Once you after the 25th time.
Why hold back?
Well, sometimes it allows me to ask questions. It allows me to understand why they're doing what they're doing. It's usually it's not that important. Usually asking the questions only gets me doesn't help. It's like, oh, I came to you because you're the strongest, or oh, I can get money, and that after the 6th time it gets really exhausting. Yeah, I mean, also because if I don't hold back, I would level a city block.
Oh, I see. Well, maybe you need to work on less holding back and more refinement, Not so much what's that thing they call? A shotgun. More like a laser? I don't know if that's the phrase.
No, I understand that. However, I'm telling you that again, if I don't hold back, the shotgun isn't a shotgun. It's like breaking the wall of an aquarium and watching everyone drown. I am refining.
Interesting. I've just never had that issue.
Well, different strokes for different folks, Kairos. Are we killing a man today or not?
Well, that's really up to him.
Okay, well, I have a feeling we're gonna kill a man today.
Well, I mean, if it comes to that, I hope it doesn't. I hope we can just have a civilized conversation like adults and get to a solution that everyone can be happy with, and go our separate ways.
Kairos, if there's one thing I've learned from... Oh god, my brain just... What is her name? If there's one thing I've learned, it's not Maeve. It's she lives...
Leia.
Leia, thank you. Leia, if there's one thing I've learned from Leia, politicians aren't civilized people.
Well, that's unfortunate.
A little bit. Yeah.
From what I understand, they run most things around here.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem. They're not.
Oh.
Yeah, no, they don't work in the interest for like us. They kind of like do whatever they want, which is why I'm saying we should hit first and ask questions later.
Interesting. I haven't gotten a lesson from Maeve on politics.
Oh, Maeve isn't
Per
going to
se.
tell you anything about politics. Maeve is going to tell you that whoever has the most money is who you should follow. Whoever can help you get the most money.
I'll have to ask her later.
Okay, well, you're going to get the exact same thing, but okay.
Actually, I checked my phone. Has Maeve sent anything recently?
No.
I think for the first time you see Kairos check her phone, I don't think Kairos has ever checked her phone on purpose. I think you see Kairos like check their phone and look at it, confused, and then put it away.
Are you okay?
We just haven't heard from Lady Maeve in a while, and
Well, okay.
concerned.
Well, that's normal for me. Are you saying you haven't heard from Maeve in like longer than an hour?
Well, yes, I know we were gone for a bit, but I assumed we'd come back to something or get something once we were back, so I'm just... I have to focus on what we're doing tonight, but I wouldn't be I'd be lying if I said I wasn't concerned.
Oh, are you worried worried about the person that holds your leash?
I wouldn't say she does that, per se.
But you want her to.
Well, that's a different conversation.
I think it's the same conversation.
No, I think one is speaking in a factual way that it happens already, and one isn't speaking in a hopeful way.
Okay.
If I understand the turn of phrase.
Yes. Almost. What I'm saying is you care about the person that you care about your boss more than
Maeve
I
isn't
think.
our boss. She helps us.
Okay. You think that Maeve... I know we're the same age, but I think it's a little... How often do you interact with Maeve? You know, how much do you talk to Maeve on a daily basis, other than, about the amount of usefulness that you can give to her when she needs you to murder someone, or, when she whispers into your dreams and tells you that all you need to do is murder for the sake of the fabrication. Does she do any of that for you?
Used to. Mostly now I hear from Maeve on my birthday. And if I send something to Maeve asking a question, she does seem to want me to fight more, but it seems like she's not barking up the trees often.
Oh, really? So you don't get daily, maybe even sometimes hourly messages?
That sounds nice.
Sounds nice.
What do you two talk about?
It sounds nice? That sounds nice to you?
Yes.
Is this why you all think Maeve is cool?
I just think Lady Maeve is a very wonderful person.
I disagree with that, but
I know.
Okay, I'm starting to see why. I'm starting to connect the dots, and I'm gonna hold it in, and I'm not gonna do this right now. I'm not gonna have the Maeve conversation that I keep trying to tell her. I see why everyone else is so fucking fond of Maeve.
That is...
Yeah, what?
Oh, I don't see what you see.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't. You often don't, Kairos.
Well, that's a good thing we're allied then. We have different perspectives. It makes us stronger.
something like that. Let's go kill a senator or something.
Councilman.
Whatever.
Where do the two of you go first?
I mean, I think I should start heading towards City Hall. So whatever is on the way, whatever the, not the most expedient route, but the best route. I would take the route with the least street cams.
Okay. Before we finish their route, in that case, we have two guests, Christian and Clarence. The two of you have just been given some interesting information. After the 5 years for you, Christian, and Clarence, the 2 or 3, of an overseer that really refuses to be conversational, a new voice. Do either of you have cell phones to confirm?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Like a burner, probably.
Burner. In a sort of text message form that mostly shows up in emojis for Clarence and then boxes for Christian, is just sort of a piece of information. An approximate coordinate is dropped, like a Google Maps link or something along those lines. A winky face, and 2 relics will be here. If you would like to have a fun, violent conversation with them, you might be able to. Your paths are more intertwined than you might think. Signed, Maeve. And the two of you, where would the two of you sort of be together? Just like, I will actually ask really quick Kairos and Soul to remind me, what time of day is it that y'all start making plans to go? Evening, okay.
Yeah, we left at night, and then we got spirited away, and we came back in only been 2 minutes. So
Yeah,
That's right.
So, like what, 8 p.m.?
yeah.
Sure. So about an 8 p.m.
Clarence, are you working at 8 p.m.?
Fuck no, bro. What are you talking
Alright,
about?
We're
You're
at a
absolutely
fucking
mad.
pub, then, probably.
Yeah, no, we can have. You fancy some cheeky peri peri and chips, bro?
I don't know what the fuck any of that means, but it sounds like
Chicken and fries, man. How you say it?
Fucking say that then. God.
All right, chicken and fries. I'll say it like that, huh, bro?
Great. Perfect. Yeah. Awesome. Great.
Speak slower for you too, mate. Is this all you do day in and day out? You just wander around the streets and whacking these fools like it's, just business, huh?
No, that's fucking dumb. No, I fight the ones that are fun, and everyone else who runs in the way is trying to kill me.
Oh, okay. So you've got it segmented. It's divided. You got fun
Yeah.
and not fun. This is just a bit of business, just to dust it off. That's because I have to, mate. But this is fun. That's a real sadistic lean into it. I love it. You got a hunger and a desire. It's great.
You keep talking, you're paying.
I was already paying for this, bro. I thought I was like,
Oh,
I'll
that's
take
great.
you
Awesome.
out, because you've done such a solid for me, taking me under your wing and all that, like I'm right here, and provide me some assistance. And so, I keep buying the meals. I point them out. I set them up. You knock them down. We work together, right? I get some in the end, like we talked about.
Yeah, just don't take mine again. The one time you that one was mine, and you walked into it, and then you took it. And that's not, I had a fucking great record up until then.
They call it an assist for a reason, bro. That's what the third part of the scoreboard's for, is an assist. You know,
no.
that counts the
First bit,
overall record.
It was like double digits and a 0 and a 0, and now I've got a fucking 1 in the third bit. All right, fucking whatever.
I'm just saying, mate. Just keep out for it, all right? I've got you. All right? I've got you back, okay, bruv? Don't you worry about it. Let's go ahead. Two relics. You think you can handle that? The 2 on a full stomach?
Well,
you want to wait 30 minutes?
You doing nothing?
I will.
Like I said, want one?
If you want. I figured I could just go in. We could do like we did before, a little bit of ring around the rosy.
Which fucking ones is it? Do we know?
Which one's got?
I got blocks in my phone. I don't know what the fuck that's about. What the fuck does yours say?
It's emojis, bruv. I don't know. It just looks. It's like a tasty snack. I don't know. That's about as details. How much detail do you need? Just go in and crush them a bit, you know?
Yeah, but like I want to know if I should.
I'll stab the Achilles tendon, and they'll go, "Oh shit, my fucking ankle! What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Bye." And then you come in and you just clothesline them. Championship, bruv.
Alright.
Grab them from the rear, suplex them. I'll stab them in the neck a little bit, and you can finish them off. We'll be back home in time for dinner. Oh shit, it's 8 p.m. Yeah, dinner.
No, we've all Well, midnight snack, whatever.
Okay. I'll pay. We'll get going.
Thanks.
Okay. For the 4 of y'all's journeys, heading to City Hall, presumably, what is the direction? Are you all going for the more direct approach to... Actually, I apologize. The route that y'all get in the like Google Maps thing is like a live sort of route or a link. When there are changes in the GPS route, it changes also live. This is for Christian and Clarence specifically.
Oh.
Got it.
That makes sense.
So we're being followed or something.
I don't know what you
We
mean.
don't know that.
So
You want some little ants to soften them up a little bit there, Christian? Huh? We gotta get some of the private security, poke a couple holes in them, give them a nice false sense of security, and right when they're in the cusp of victory, there we are, just standing cheeky motherfuckers, just like, hey, thanks for coming out, mates. You showed up. Job well
One of
done.
them that dies to a fucking gun, I don't want to fight anyway.
It's a waste of your time, mate. So we'll follow along close. We'll keep an eye out. You know how I am with this thing, holding up a camera. I keep my eyes out. Bit of eagle eye for you. And I'll point them out for you. It's like a sniper and a spotter, you know?
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
Top Gun. Yeah? Volleyball, mate? I set it up, you spike it.
I think Christian is just like has a slight grain, has stopped responding to anything Clarence is saying because Clarence will keep talking even if he isn't, and is just like, yeah, all right, sure. You do whatever, and then you tell me when you're gonna lose the least amount of asset.
We already talked about this. Once I've gotten a nice fat coin purse, then at the end, when it's like the 2 of us or something, you'll knock me out. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah. No, I'm saying is now, like, if you're sending people in with fucking guns to try and do something, let me
fine.
know how many of them you're prepared to lose when I move in. That's all.
Okie doke.
for Kairos and Sol, the 2 of you realize there are a considerable amount of landfills that sort of seem to almost encircle geographically City Hall, which is an interesting note.
Landfills. Hey, what's with these craters?
There are a considerable, just sort of a last note, considerable amount of what seems to be abandoned construction jobs, broken down trucks, buildings, and all sorts of sort of manner, but there's definitely trash.
Seems like an odd place to get rid of refuse.
Why would there be a land? This looks like a landfill.
Well, perhaps I've seen people drinking out of those little very small water bottles. They seem very inefficient. They're very popular, so I think they've just gotten too popular, and they've run out of places to put their trash.
Like normal water bottles, or
Yes,
like small water bottles.
yes. I was told they don't really break down. They just exist forever.
Yeah. Most of the stuff that people like do and use these days is like a nightmare to like, I don't know, clean up.
So bizarre.
What do you use? Do you drink water?
Yes.
What do you use?
Not
to
other
drink
than
water.
I have just like tied to me a fucking like steel like ale mug.
You are so strange. Do you know that?
I don't know what you mean. Is it strange to drink water now?
That's not. I think you know that that's not what I mean.
I'm not sure what you mean, actually.
Okay, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. You know what? Not everything needs to be clarified. Everyone doesn't need to know anything. Not me though, but I'm not telling you.
Okay, I'll add that to the list of things I'm not sure about from you to get answers on one day.
I'm sorry, you have a list?
Yes, you say many strange things.
Christian and Clarence, the two of you now catching up with what seems to be the tale. Either of you, please roll a sneak around to make sure that you are not seen, heard, whatever that may be.
That's you fucking rolling that because that's implying that Christian sneaks anywhere.
Yeah, I'll go
There
ahead and do that.
to lay out the landfill as well. There are considerable craters. There are buildings. There are trucks that are functioning and not functioning. There are lights, like those tall pole lights,
Okay.
and all manner of other sort of large trash that you can imagine. Keep that in mind as you roll sneak around, Clarence.
Can I utilize some tags to help out with that? here?
Absolutely.
I would like to use Emerge Out of Shadows and Surprise from Behind, please.
Okay. +2.
Perfect. A result a 9.
9. Okay. I will choose one of the other options, being someone unimportant noticed you, but that just made them important, right? You are perceived only by a secondary sense. You must leave something important behind or be discovered. I want to ask if either of you have any strong emotions right now. Christian or Clarence?
Ooh. Clarence would be like it's like a coyote, just like that kind of like that excitement that just right before the kill, just like it's just bubbling up a little bit, and there, it's just this anticipation, this excitable anticipation that's right there.
I think
Okay.
by contrast, Christian is bored. Like nothing has happened yet that has even remotely piqued their interest. So yeah, not yet. Maybe in a little bit, probably.
Soul,
Yeah.
just as you are about to continue to chew Kairos out, your seventh sense prickles. There is, for some reason, somehow, a coyote's anticipation that kind of tickles the back of your head, back of your ears, but you don't know where. But you do know there are some coyotes here.
You say, Kairos,
Mm-hmm.
what do you know about hunting animals?
A lot. Like hunting an animal or animals that hunt?
Animals that hunt.
A lot.
All right. Well, I think there's a coyote around here.
A coyote? In the city?
No.
Okay.
Here. And I think Soul kind of turns around to, like, scan the perimeter. No, here. Something wants to eat us? No, that's not, it's not for hunger, it is. Something wants to kill us, Kairos.
My friend, do you mean an actual coyote, or are you using a metaphor again?
And I think she just, like, begins to, like, take off her... I think she's wearing more relaxed clothes today, so maybe taking off, like, a sweatshirt kind of ties it around her hips. I don't know if that's the part that ever really matters. The sense doesn't tell me whether it's a real animal or a person, but it might be a relic.
Okay. Well, 2 on 1 doesn't seem very courtly, so if it's just the one and you want it, that's more than fine.
It might be one.
Well, I'm just saying, I would hate to enter into an unfair fight and gang up on somebody.
Christian Clarence, what is the plan?
Depends. Did we see them before Clarence gets a chance to do any cool, like, plotting things? Or does Clarence get a chance to do so before Christian notices that there are 2 people, then he can now stop being bored?
Depends on Clarence.
Alright. I'll leave that to you.
I think Clarence is just going to send a text message and say, show them what you got, fellas, but nothing too hard. And I'm going to send that to the Sullivan family boys that are waiting in cars nearby, to have them to roll in and just kind of light it up to see what happens. I just want to see.
How many
Claire's
cars?
just really
How many
wants to
people?
see.
How many people men per car?
Oh, just 2 cars with 4 each. Something, light work. 4 for each.
Okay. Suddenly, perhaps as soon as you move and adjust your sweater, Soul, 2 cars suddenly, blinding lights on, 4 men come out of each of these cars and start attempting to mow you down with machine guns. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I would like to avoid this. Which, in general, I would like to, because Soul has it. I would like to basically fly out of the way and maybe
face danger.
Strike. Yeah. Okay. I would like to add blocks projectiles. Yeah, that might be the only one I could use in this regard.
Super speed.
Blocks. What's that?
Super speed.
Yeah, I'd like to block projectiles, super speed.
And that's what the machine guns sound
And
like.
that's what the machine guns start.
Yeah.
Super speed, blocks projectiles, and it's not gonna be. It can't be a surprise, so I guess that's a +2. And flashes of future. Can I use them from different tags as long as they're the same, like legendary?
Yeah.
And flashes of future actions.
Can you do math?
Yeah, I got a 12.
12. Okay. Beautiful. So with face danger, using your abilities to avoid incoming hits, endure harm, resist malign influences, etc. We will name a status with a tag and tier. We're not going to do that at this particular case, because what does it look like when you fend off 8 men and their guns?
Yeah, I think it is. Often Soul is like flighty and fast. And this time it's kind of more aggressive, because she pricked that vibe of like hunting wolves. Her wings come out faster than these people can draw her guns. She puts them in front of her body and in front of Kairos was like as well, and just almost, I'll say, she becomes a battering ram. So as the bullets are flying, she is deflecting them all and crushes someone into a car. and just proceeds to like eviscerate the rest of the people using almost her wings as like saws.
Kairos, are you doing anything?
If there's something to do, are all the people gone?
only one car is being fully addressed, I believe, by Soul.
Yeah, I can do something then. No, did anyone shoot at me?
They're all shooting at the both of you.
Oh, okay. I would like to also not get shot.
Okay.
Okay. I want to not get shot. I ain't got fancy wings or nothing. I want to, like an action hero, run towards the bullets and just not get hit and go kill a dude.
Face danger, and then
Yeah.
we'll just sort of chalk it up.
Radical. I will use my tag for perfect dodge at night.
So specific.
The tag said to be weird and specific, so I was.
That's so true. You ever see like a speedster just cut through like, I don't know, something they shouldn't? That's exactly how Soul does it. Like,
Yeah. Oh, and can I also use eyes behind head? Probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
you better not fuck this up.
10.
Beautiful.
You didn't fuck this up.
We're not going to name a specific tag. How do you do it?
I think it is like these bullets are flying, and I see Soul block them all and like throw them back. And as some get to me, Kairos just grins and does that like shifts foot and just starts running through the bullets in a way that they definitely should be hitting me. And I think you even see one like about to land in between my eyes, and then for a split second you just see my shadow come up and deflect it away, and I just keep running at them. And I beeline for like one person who I clock. I push against the car and I shove my ballpoint pen through their right eye.
Beautiful. It takes mere seconds to take down mere men. And in mere seconds, 8 men in their running cars still fall. And it is silent.
That was weird.
Yeah, maybe
who I
the
was-
counselor.
No, I feel like, again, Leia tells me counselors are nothing but slimy worms. Or
Well-
politicians are nothing but slimy worms. I don't think they have, like, a hunting instinct. And neither
Oh,
do they.
no. Oh.
Christian,
Yo.
wings and super fast and super strong, or shadowy with a little bit of technique with their writing and penmanship. Which one do you want, bruv?
I feel like the fucking one with the pen is gonna fucking write me a goddamn eulogy, and I can't be bothered to listen to that. I'll take the one with the wings.
You always leave me the boring ones. Okay, bruv, you have fun. Time to tuck
Yeah,
in.
because you're like way more likely to die, and Christian just walks forward. Like, I think it's having this conversation to the point where Kairos and Soul can't hear them at this point. Like, alright, cool, you've killed a bunch of dudes. Great, that was expected. Let's see what happens when you actually do a thing.
Smiling
Not-
when Christian leaves, and as soon as Christian walks out, and just lower into a shadow, and just
Yeah.
Then, with no stealth, no really anything, Soul and
Christian just walks
Kairos,
up.
Christian emerges from the darkness.
Was it that one then?
And Soul's almost, like, tasting the air like a snake. Do we see Clarence?
No. I think
Yeah.
you have the feeling that Christian is not the person you felt, though.
Yeah. No, but... Hey, you.
Yeah,
You got a friend?
a couple.
Do you have one here?
Why would I answer that?
Well...
Hey,
Yes,
Are
Kairos.
you
I-
raising your hand?
yes.
Is your friend
So you know I
raising
want to
their
speak.
hand?
Yes, that's just kind of
Just
how,
looks at
that's how
Soul like,
she is.
Okay, yeah.
That's how she is. Just roll with it.
My friend here earlier said she doesn't like to ask many questions, but I love questions. I just want to ask, do you mean to engage us in a fight to the death?
I mean, if we want to kill each other, I'm cool with just fighting. Fighting is great on its own. We don't have to do death.
A sparring match then, an exercise. Well, I don't really believe in uncourtly fighting, so if you would like to pick one of us to spar with first, and you.
Yeah, I think at that point, Soul kind of like floats a little bit. Don't worry, Kairos. I think yours is on the way.
Oh, well. Enjoy your sparring match. Lovely to meet you.
Yeah, you too, I guess.
What's your name? Tall one?
Christian. You?
Soul. You the counselor?
Which counselor? Also, no?
Montgomery?
Nah. Nah, I want to punch that guy's face in if I can, too.
Wait, okay. That's fine.
Alright.
And I think at that point, Soul just, like a hawk, dives at this person.
Alright.
Yeah. Do I roll anything? Me asking our GM. Or is it more...
I mean, I will just ask. The two of you have mobility.
Yeah.
Christian, would you like Soul to go first?
Yeah, Christian's not a go first kind of dude, so yeah.
You can see, Soul, this person does not take things seriously at first.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
I think she's interested. Because usually, I'm assuming there is like a tackle, Soul pushes this person down into the ground, almost very much like when, like, dragging their body across the pavement, lets their body go, comes up, turns around, looks at them, sees that they probably get up, like, lazily, like, almost uninterested.
It's like, you know how, like, good martial artists can do the kickflip up to stand? Christian, like, just clambers slowly. Like, it's get your knees out between you, like, lift up a little bit of a, alright, okay. You're pretty fast.
And you're pretty sturdy. I think that only makes her kind of hungrier, more curious to see what will hurt.
Clarence, at any point, let me know, but is there anything that you want to do right now?
Oh yeah. Clarence will just like walk out from a shadow and just walk out with just like the camera, and we'll hold it up next to Kairos, and we'll like just hold it up and then snap a photo of that's going on. Intriguing stuff.
Kairos now has on what looks like a piece of bone that covers half the top of her face. Oh, you mine then?
Oh, yours from? Yeah. No. It's me and you, right? Oh, those two are dancing. Do you really want to fight? Do we really have to do it like this?
Do you intend to fight me?
I mean, I intend to kill you, but fighting's a whole different thing, mate.
Try and stab him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, I intend to kill you. I anime
Mid sentence. Oh yeah.
That's on you. You said that. That's on you.
Okay. Let's do it like this first.
Heard.
Soul, would you like to hit with everything, with all that you've got? What the fuck is it? Hit with all you've got to... No, okay.
I'd like to do a step under that. I think there's a normal one under that. I'm imagining there.
Go toe-to-toe?
I think.
Yeah, I'd rather do that.
Okay.
Yeah, she's testing the water. She's curious. If you can get dragged across the ground and still get up. Are we just dry rolling?
If you have stuff with specific things that you want to go for, please do.
Oh yeah, I would like to. Well, it's not a surprise, so you know where I'm at. Oh, who was with Roll20 hates me. Yeah, so I would like to do precise projectiles, cuts through anything. Probably a surprise from above because you wouldn't know that they can do that. The wings can do this.
Okay.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah,
What's
no,
that?
Christian doesn't pay enough attention to people to know what they do.
I got a 9.
9. Okay. Choose one. If you have a specific goal, you manage to achieve it, you get them good, quote unquote, giving your opponent a status with a tier equals power, block, dodge, counter, etc.
Yeah, I'll just hit him good. Give him one, like a status. Sliced, probably.
Go.
Okie dokie. And you have also rolled, Christian.
I rolled by accident. I was trying to click the thing and see if it would show me what the move did, and it
Oh,
just
okay.
rolls the damn thing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Got it.
I can roll if you want me to. I can roll the same thing.
Depending on how you're going about it, if you'd rather try to endure it to some degree or also try to similarly go toe-to-toe, quote-unquote.
Yeah, no, I think. Yeah, no, Christian is like in dodge and watch mode at the moment. Like he's not actually fighting. Right? They're not like fighting right now. So probably just dodging, I think. So that's probably face danger in that regard.
Go for it.
Okay. Let's tag some shit. Can you use tags for multiple things at the same time? How does this fucking game work again? God, it's been a minute.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I will do super speed, predict a foe's next move. Legitimately, I don't think he'd do more than that. Oh no, perfect spatial sense. That works. Yeah, we'll do 3. Yeah, this idiot wouldn't show off more than that at the start. Let's do it. Ooh. 11.
11. Okay.
Yeah.
Given that it was the specific tier, that goes over Soul's 9.
Okay.
With your also divination, how do you get past Soul's wings?
I can tell you like how they
Yeah,
manifest.
Show me
Yeah.
what they do. Let's talk anime fight bullshit.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Go.
So what you saw, so after Soul kind of like looks at you curiously, you see those wings. They are, we'll say, as wide as they are across her body at her back. They are like a silver, like they look metallic. And then you realize immediately why. Because as she kind of folds them in, very large, like blade sword-sized projectiles come flying down at you.
Yo, blade wings, let's fucking go. Okay. That's dope as shit. I think you see Christian's eyes flicker up, like flicker sideways to look at the wings as they've collapsed in, and then they flicker up almost a beat before the swords start to come down. And I think he escapes through the one direction no one's ever tried to get through you, which is up. He goes up and over, sort of touches down on the side, goes, whoa, whoa. That's cool. That's pretty. I like that. That looks great. Oh my god. Oh.
Oh, what the fuck are you? Yo, Kairos, you getting this?
Kairos, you try to stab Clarence.
Mm-hmm.
Go to toe-to-toe, hit with all you've got.
Kairos' fights aren't long, so it is a hit with all you got.
Okay. What would you like to use?
I'll be using tags. I'm gonna be using my lethal attacks. I'd like to use my tag Death's Visit.
Okay. And also in reaction, Clarence, what would you like to do?
I would like to prevent from being touched at all,
Okay.
please, bruv. Would like to have some friends help out from the shadows, please.
Okay, Kairos, we'll see what the tier or whatever Clarence has to roll against. What did you get?
Oh, mine first. I got a 12. 11 plus 1.
Okay. How many power tags did you use?
Just one. Just Death's Visit.
Just one? Okay. Choose two, please.
Choose 2.
So you could give Clarence a tier +2 with the +1 tier option. Take cover, secure superior position, control collateral damage, hold attention, gain upper hand, etc. What would you like to do?
Control collateral damage is control collateral damage, and gain the upper hand. Take one
Okay.
choice.
And Clarence, what are you rolling for face danger? You have to roll against, you said a 10, Kairos?
12. 11
12.
plus 1.
You have to try to beat a 12.
I'm going to go ahead and roll with. I'm going to tag Shadow Tentacles, and then many hands make light work, and then let's see. I think that'll be good for right now.
Okay. Plus power, +2.
It's only a 7.
Okay. So you're going to take that +1. What is the tier? Or the status, rather, Kairos? Stabbed?
Oh. Yeah. Stabs. Yeah, I think what it looks like is you're talking and you see me move too fast. And I think what you see for a split second is a 4.5 inch serrated dagger going through your chest. And you blink and I'm standing next to you looking at you so are we going to fight?
Clarence, what did it look like just before getting stabbed with those many hands, those tentacles?
Just from different shadows behind trash cans, around street corners, around different trash piles, busted down cars and everything. The headlights of the cars are casting shadows. It's just just think of these kind of Venom web shooter type things that just reach out and will just grab on the arm, the upper arm, forearm, hand, different just as there's a stabbing motion, trying to grab those different points and trying to pull back just enough to give some dodge maneuvering.
I think the important thing now is Kairos is holding a ballpoint pen and just looking at
Perfect.
you.
Yeah.
I will say, before I entirely forget an very important thing, Kairos,
Yes.
those shadow tentacles, although they seem to go through Clarence, instead of blood, what comes out in place almost of the blood, those shadow tentacles completely blocked the entrance of that knife. They pour out of Clarence. And this has only happened similarly recently. When you attempted to stab the apple girl, there is a realization that you're making here. To our audience, not a flashback, but Clarence, What is your weapon? And who are you?
We see what used to be a brilliant sword that has touched the shoulders of many brave people, has been a symbol of upward mobility, of chivalry, of royalty, and then just a black plate-mailed glove grabbing it and wielding it in the thick of battle, it cutting through these same chivalrous people that were brought up by this blade. It just, the blood, it just rusts over time, takes over this antique kind of brass quality. And the person wielding it, very deep green eyes, black hair that's caught in the wind, wearing that kind of mail, and just has this hatred and sneer on his face as he's looking toward the horizon. Would you like me to reveal who, or...?
Not specifically to Clarent, but
Okay.
in a beautiful anime kind of background. Whose weapon? What is your name, weapon?
Clarent. The coward's blade.
Kairos, your reaction.
When I can't stab him?
When instead of blood comes out shadow.
What? Oh, you...
Well, that's an interesting bit of taffy to chew on now, isn't it, mate? And I'm just gonna hold up the camera and take a snapshot, and we would see in the flash that same blade kind of striking from behind, almost, in a diagonal, like it's coming from a street light, like the reflection itself.
Okay. Before properly getting back to Soul and Christian, do you go toe to toe or hit with all you got?
For Clarence,
Yeah.
we're gonna do go toe to toe. This
Okay.
is just this is playing. This is soft. This is not going for the jugular.
What do you use? What do you roll?
Surprise from behind. We are also going to use it's wrathful, and we'll see what happens with that.
Okay.
Oof, a miss. I'm rolling poorly. A 6.
Get some physical dice. Kairos.
I know.
Well,
yeah.
You are going to be able to get out of this line of sight, this photo shutter here. Soul. Christian isn't taking shit seriously. He got out of your way. And suddenly, Kairos... I think, again, your senses extend. And Kairos just said, "What are you?" to Clarence. And Clarence isn't down yet.
I guess that's a question for Austin. Do I taste interest on you? Do I taste anything on you emotional-wise? On Kairos?
I think, and I feel like this is the closest thing I think Soul gets is probably something Soul's used to, which is the absence of emotion.
Normal.
And I think Kairos has only felt like that one other time. The one time a fight was longer than a sentence.
Yeah, I think at that she looks over to... Not Clarence. My brain immediately... Christian, thank you. Looks over to Christian. Well, okay. So you're both sturdier than most.
I thought of it.
You want to take a shot?
Ooh. I like you. Yeah, why not?
Christian.
Is there a truck nearby?
Of course.
Are we in a construction? We're basically in a construction.
Yeah,
Isn't
we're
there,
like a construction
Yeah.
zone, right?
there's
Like a
like-
cat or something. Yeah.
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 Hey, actually, I don't know your name. Cause no, I do. You just told me Soul, right?
Yes.
Hey, about how much would you say you've been trying?
Maybe 30%. Why?
I don't. If I'm taking a shot, I don't want to go more than what you've done. You know, like just like keep it fun. You know, like if you're doing 30, I'll do 30. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Right. Christian like fully looks around for a second. Ah, yeah, okay, that'll work. And then walks over to like, like a backhoe or something. Just goes. Nothing behind you that looks important, so if you dodge, it's not a huge deal. And then, from a like again, so Christian is wearing like a beat up hoodie and like cargo pants. Like he's not. This boy's got the fashion of a Boston college student in winter. Like it's not good.
Soul looks way too stylish to be in a fucking fight right now.
Yeah. Out from like that one big pocket in the middle of a hoodie comes a stainless steel butterfly knife that just kind of flicks open. Goes, all right, well, 30 for 30 it is. And I would like to be wicked extra about this. So I would like to roll to see if it works before I describe what it is. Is that cool? Alright. I'm gonna... Alright, let's... This is a go toe-to-toe, I think. Pretty solidly. How many tags can I have on a...
Go crazy.
Go... Hell yeah.
I'll let you know what
We're
it doesn't work though.
Gotcha. I would like to use Cut the Cuttable, Strike Fast and Hard, Tear Space-Time Apart, Project a Glimpse of Death.
Okay.
Any of those not work?
Let's do all of them.
Okay.
What the fuck? Yeah, I see why you're number one. That's really funny.
Cut the cuttable?
Yeah, well.
Yeah. Not to be confused with Cut the Uncuttable.
That's not me.
I got a 7.
+4.
On a +4. Yeah, I rolled a 3 there, so not great, but we'll take it.
Yeah, I'm bringing the
Choose
physical dice
one.
out.
Okay. Yeah, no, at no point is fucking Christian gonna block, dodge, or counter. Fuck that shit. Let's get him good. Tier 4 power.
Nice.
Yeah, so there is a... Can I inflict the status on fire?
Yes.
Okay. You see Christians kind of like bring the knife up, and then there is a flicker of movement as like the fucking backhoe disintegrates, just falls apart, like reduced to component pieces around the engine block, which is leaking oil, and then Christian just roundhouse kicks it at you so fast it ignites midair, hits you, and explodes.
Okay. Solomene, you are in immense danger.
I am.
With that glimpse of death, I want to ask you, Soul, the last time you were on fire.
When I almost, like Soul in general, I think is when she touched the sun ever so briefly. When she flew him up and then melted. Because this Soul in the present day would never want that happen again. Because last time it killed her.
You are going to need to start changing the game for yourself, just like a mechanical reminder. If you get to 6 tier anything, you will be incapacitated.
Yeah.
Okay, before we get to you, Kairos,
Yo.
you know that you cannot touch any allies of the king.
Mm-hmm.
Tense relationships or not, but you can certainly still manipulate their environment. What would you like to do?
I don't have to touch someone to incapacitate them. So I will, I think what anyone paying attention to me sees is I click my ballpoint pen a few times, and it shifts from being a ballpoint pen to being vague, like swirling bit of blue energy I'm just holding in my hand. And I stab it into the ground, and I look at you, Clarence. Well, if you don't want to fight, perhaps you should take a nap. And I'm gonna try and invoke my tag for unbearable pain.
Okay.
Which would be toe to toe. I think that's what I used last time.
Yes. Well, you used hit with all you got last time.
Yeah, I meant last time I used this tag specifically
Got it.
to be consistent. But so yeah, I would probably do that. So I use unbearable pain. Six plus 4 is
10.
10? 9? 9?
6 plus 4 is 10.
10. Plus one more is 11.
Okay. Choose 2.
Right, I have to choose. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I would like to manage to achieve my goal. Take something, yeah. So manage to achieve my goal, which is the unbearable pain. And let's say I'll black dodge or counter their best attempts to counter. Is my plan.
Okay. Unbearable pain from your lethal attacks. What surges through Clarence's body right now? What does it feel like?
What is the worst pain Clarence has felt in this life or the one before? What moment?
Just like intense pressure, being kept ceremoniously just stashed in a cramped space, only pulled out for stuffy things, and so just intense amounts of pressure just pushing in.
I think that ripples through every. I don't know if we have cells. I don't know if we just have bits of carbon because we were things. But every molecule that makes up whatever we are made of surges with that exact feeling. To the point of like, you know when you like stub your toe and you're like, this is it, this is the end? It's like that, but like constantly through every bit of your body.
Okay, all right, uncle, I give up, bruv, I give up, come on, all right, God, that's really painful, bruv, this is unfair, mate, I know, it's the point, No, the point is the point of a sword. And if you're gonna stab me like that, then yeah, or a ballpoint pen, stab me. But look, this is... I can feel it in my toe. Please. I'll tell you... Hey, I'm sorry. I'll tell you what the big guy's weakness is. If you just stop and you let me go, please.
That is not mine. That one is Soul's, and Soul's will handle it.
But it could be yours. Come on, mate. Look, you can take them both right now. Honestly, I can help you. I can just nick one right there in the Achilles tendon. They'll go down, and you can just go ahead, get him in the neck real quick. Just take that pen, just go, and then that money's yours. Okay? Come on, you really, if it's so uncomfortable, bruv.
Who are you? And I dig my vaguely shaped weapon in deeper into the ground.
Okay, I'll tell you, but I can't speak too loud, so you're gonna have to get closer.
The king is not a fool.
Okay, alright. My name is Clarence Sullivan. And I would really like to try that power you're using on me for a size. Wouldn't you mind, please? And I would like to do the exact same thing right back to Kairos.
Incredible.
They did. You got an 11, Kairos.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Clarence, your best attempts at this moment, unfortunately, because this was chosen. Let's see. Let's roll for it to see, but there's going to be a disadvantage.
Perfect. Okay. I like that. What is the disadvantage?
We'll see what a -1 tier does for now. So just whatever, or power, just a -1. Whatever your tag would have been.
-1. Okay, yeah, that would have been steal other people's powers. Yeah. Got it.
Net 0 roll. Better get boxcars.
That's 2 5s.
Hey.
Close.
Okay.
Boxcars. Almost.
We will say more of a narrative flair here, because Kairos will not be touched by this necessarily, but how does Clarence, what is your flair on what is outrightly Kairos's power? Something more bright and light and shining. What does it look like in your hands?
I think you have this bright outwardly and everything like that. And then, just with that kind of, brightness is coming off of you, we see some of those rays touch Clarence's, fingers that are out like that. Just gestured kind of weakly towards you. And then we can see some shadow form on them, and then it starts to wrap itself around like vines around Clarence's hand. And then Clarence, almost like the test of strength from wrestlers, starts holding the light that you're using to pressure, and it's going back and forth, and it's just like, oh, you got me, oh, go, and then just releases, and then you kind of step back and go, ooh, this is a workout, alright, takes off the jacket, folds it, or just hangs it on a broken car door, and goes, okay, mate, let's go. Come on. And just puts up the dukes. And you can start seeing some shadows start to tentacle around.
And before we continue, we are going to take a break right there. All right. We will see you back in 5 to 10 minutes with some Bad House RPG announcements. Thank you so much. We will see you after the break. Welcome back from the break. Thanks so much for waiting. Bad House RPG events and announcements. Tomorrow is Embers of Rage, our Werewolf Darkness Eternal series, going live with episode 9 at 8 p.m. ET, run by the very talented and wonderful Chris Cologne at VO_Cologne. And as always, remember, our YouTube channel pumps out VODs a few days after we go live on our Twitch. Give our channel some love over there to optimize your viewing experience. All of the VODs for Feast or Famine, I believe, are also up right now, so if you need to catch up, I definitely recommend. Last week's episode featured Kendo Mix Films, as well as Live in a Day, as the two other crew members of Christian and Clarence. And the episode before even that one, we had Jalen as the other overseer to this very crew as well. Why don't we get back into it? Soul and Christian.
Soul is on fire right now. You can see her wings melting off of her body, slopping on the ground as if they were hot, molten iron. And she is screaming. Bloody murder. Seems you hit her with the one thing that she might not have wanted. And when she stopped screaming, still on fire. Christian, was it?
Yeah.
First, I would like to roll to change the game to stop being on fire.
Sure.
Please, Lord. Oh, I should have tags. She can't really use her wings much. So, I minimize my shit. One moment. Yeah, there it is. I'm gonna use, weakness blocked by fire. Maybe super speed, and yeah, I'm gonna shapeshift into a bird. That's my other one. I got those ones. That's my
Okay.
two. That's all I got. She's desperate.
The bird and run out of the fire. Good point.
Birds yourself. I got a 9.
Okie dokie.
What do I do?
Would you essentially just like to reduce your on fire status by 1?
Yeah.
Yield down to 3.
Could it be, yeah, that's fine. On fire. To 3. I think you see her kind of like out, almost like small, become very small and then come back out, and there's like a trail of feathers, almost like it pops as if like she transforms into a bird, explodes, and then comes out a lot less on fire than what she was. So that was 30%. Charming. Who sent you?
Okay, first off, it was literally a car part. Like, I don't know how much more 30% you can get from that.
Who told you about the fire? Who sent you? Who told you about the fire? What the fuck is up?
What about what the fuck are you talking about, fire?
And you can see she's kind of unraveling. Who sent you? Why are you here? Why us?
I don't fucking know. Some person who talks in emojis or whatever. Let us know where you'd be.
I'm sorry. Did you say emojis?
Yeah, they work on Clarence's phone. They don't work on mine. I got blocks and like a word.
So she wants us dead. She wants us to fight. She's trying to
Who?
kill me?
Who? Also, not trying to kill you. Kind of thought you'd take the engine block better, honestly. You look real good up a little just now.
Yeah, you want to do this? Alright, let's do this. Let's do it. Clarence, I'm gonna fucking kill you. And I would like to hit him with all I've got.
Okay.
Okay.
And use my noble phantasm.
Ooh.
Let me look at them. I'm gonna use the tags. Surprise from above. I'll say super speed. Flashes of future actions. Do you have
Eclipse
emotion
blades?
going? Do you have any eclipse blades?
Christian right now?
Yeah.
I don't think it's anything strong. I think he's most just like, what the fuck?
That's
Like,
fine. Anti-city eclipse blades. Precise projectiles. Cuts through almost anything.
Let's fucking go.
6.
Yeah.
Oh, dice. We're trying to murder. 13.
Let's go.
Okay.
Do I have to pick? I'll pick from the list. Hit it with all you've got. Where the fuck is it? Oh, wait. There's a stop holding back move.
Oh, yeah, there is. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if that's what I want. I think that kills me. I don't understand that move, so I'm going to go with hit it with all I've got.
You would be changing something, a theme fundamentally, so that would only depend on if you would want to use it, be able to do that.
What, for stop holding back?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I barely... Oh, so I would, like,
So,
take my...
If you
my
would...
myth...
If you wanted to change any of your themes, that would be what stop holding back, the
That's so interesting.
theme of that. So that depends on if you want to do that.
Yeah.
I think hearing that, like, oh, Maeve's... I think she's under the understanding that Maeve sent you here to kill me for some reason, to fight, and told you my weakness. She wants me dead. I think she would. I think she would.
Okay.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
So there
So
are a few different types of stop holding back.
Yeah.
There's significant, no return, and ultimate. Significant, marking, fade, or crack, burning all the power tags on one theme. On a 10+, you'd be able to mark, fade, crack on one theme. No return. You'd be able to just replace a theme. 10+, mark, fade, crack, burn all the power tags on one theme. Ultimate, 7 through 9, you are killed, destroyed, or transformed forever for now. You take a tier 6 status, and you cannot face danger. On a 10+, replace one theme. Like, there's just like a whole bunch of things, basically.
Yeah, that's
so
strange.
let's just,
Prob-
if you would want to stop holding back in general, we can think about what it specifically is later.
That's fine, yeah.
Okay.
Cool. I'll do it later, and probably we'll end up doing no return, I think. if
I'll
that
tell you
makes
what the
sense.
sacrifice is in the moment, and then we can figure it out mechanically later.
That's fine. What's the sacrifice? Because she's pondering, thinking, wondering, curious. Why would Maeve do this? Why would Maeve send these people? What the fuck? Why are they here? And then I think she stops thinking. She stops asking questions. It's
The
killer.
sacrifice in this moment, I think especially to your thoughts right now, in this fight, or perhaps forever, either not being able to fly anymore due to the wax melting off, or not being able to divine anymore. Feeling senses, being overloaded, although aware.
I think wax, just like the wax wings, the fire, that has always been her weakness. It's not that they just block, it's that they melt her wings completely. So I think she pulls them out one last time, and you see her wings spread and then disintegrate. Not like the first time when they were melting, almost as if they were paper the entire time. And as they float away past her wings, she's just a woman standing there with a bad attitude. You look up, and a blade starts crossing the moon, and then another, and another, and another, almost spiraling until an eclipse happens. Kairos!
Yes. I say, oh, I'm a bit busy at the moment. Oh my.
You might want to use that one for cover.
Well, I suppose this has been a fun time, but it is time for you to die. I say,
And she brings her hand down like it is a gavel passing judgment. And a rain of blades endlessly come flying down, seemingly from the moon. All at Christian. Actually, not just at Christian, because she mentioned it earlier. If she stops holding back, she would level an entire city block. But she was a little wrong, because this is an anti-city noble phantasm. Buildings are serrated like they are scissors cutting through paper, like a shotgun shell blasting through a melon. People need to start running. Cars are put holes in them. Everything around us is consumed by blades. Do I give people a status? Or at least these folks?
Kairos and Clarence face danger, please. For Christian, let's talk through it. This is a 6 tier.
Yeah.
Or rather, this is your response to another relic not holding back anymore, whatever that means exactly. It's still going to affect you, but let's see with the face danger what happens.
Okay. Let's do a face danger. Okay. I don't think divination matters here. So, well, okay. One of them does. I don't think the other two. I don't think predicting Soul's next move matters, because I think the only move that matters is the blade. The blades are the ones that matters, and you can't predict them all. They're blades. Let's do Spatial Sense, Super Speed, Tear Space-Time Apart, Cut the Uncuttable, Slice the Opposition, and a Sword of Kings. Because it's ironic, I think, that the king who last wielded who I am shared a name with the person I face.
And you, faced with this sea of blades, to our audience, you as a weapon, name yourself.
The last time I was wielded was a time when a king was allowed to wield. The sword that I am... Well, let's start a little bit further back, shall we? There was a time where I was in a prison. And when the fabrication began, relics, well, we all became. And the thing that let me get out of that prison is that, unlike everyone else who needs a wielder to be used, I never did. I let people wield me. And a sword that dances, a sword that sings, a sword that moves on its own, cuts monsters, cuts heroes, cuts kings. The last time I was wielded was a man named Raja Suleiman. And the person, the sword that I am, is Jurupakal. So let's cut the hand that held me, figuratively. I think that was 7.
Soul, with a new form, more woman-like than more of that of a wax angel. The entirety of the landfill, what was this construction business, sorry, not business, this construction area, these abandoned buildings, are almost nearly nothing. The person before you, Christian, maybe you even almost see with the remaining divination that you still have, this last glimpse of what Christian was, wielded, what that looked like. But only for a second, nothing for much longer. Clarence and Kairos, what did you get to face danger?
Got a 13 on the dot.
Okay.
I got a 12 as well. Being the baby of the family and having all my shadow tentacles and, you know, many hands make light work, pulling me out of the way, putting things in front of me to help protect me.
The two of you, one literally able to hide through the shadows, and Kairos just being deft. Christian, something was mentioned to you before, not by Zanny in particular, maybe by someone else before, some whisper of something that you were the first. You know you are the one who has taken the most heads, the fastest, the first. But the person before you, no longer angel because of what you did. You are incapacitated. Soul, you stand over Christian's body. You're muted.
You are muted.
She is just looking down at their chest. She kind of looks to her left and right, sees that her wings are gone, feels that they're not coming back. You fucked with the wrong person. What do you have to say for yourself?
I think impossibly Christian isn't like just evaporated off the face of the planet, which seems the most reasonable result given what just happened. There is a, I think, small bit carved out in the middle of it, like destroyed ground, and like it's like one of those like little plateaus in the middle of like a crater. And Christian's right arm, the one that holds that balisong, is just shredded. It's like torn muscle fiber, cuts, slashes, just hanging loosely down by his side. And he just says, well, for a fight I was told basically nothing about. That was fun.
Fun?
Yeah.
This shit isn't fun and never has been fun. People come and try to kill me every single day, but you're the first. You're the first to ever have to make me stop holding back. Do you feel proud of yourself? Does May feel proud of herself? Is this what she fucking wanted?
I don't know who the fuck that is. The fuck are you talking about?
And she looks just frantic. All of that curiosity that was on her face earlier is kind of faded into something way more vicious, like sharp teeth. Like a coyote, ready to eat. She has burns all over her body. Those nice clothes, even if they were a little more relaxed, less formal than a suit, they are burned off of her body. She is wearing nothing but pants and a scorched shirt. Her hair has taken down onto her body. And what? Am I just supposed to keep doing this shit? I meet a fucking clown the other day that wants us to abide by Maeve, and yet Maeve sends you here to kill? No, I have to kill her. I have to kill you. What is your fucking name, Relic? What were you?
And Christian sort of like stands up slowly. It's languid, but it's not unseriousness. It's, I think for the first time he's moving kind of slow because he's had to actually do something. First time in, what, 4 years now? Juro pecado. And if you kill me, which, hey, you've got the right to. That's our thing here, isn't it? You take number one. You take the money. You take all those people who want to kill me now turn to you. Do you want to do it longer? Or do you want to sit where you are, kill who you need to, and go on? I'll keep killing people who come after me. That's fine.
I think that's what she always wanted. For me to be number one. I always wondered who I stood under. Looks like runner-up became champion. I was your two. And Soul, almost instinctually, her hand transforms into something much more sharper, something more vicious. Those nails that were once short, almost trimmed to a fineness, jut out like blades, straight into your chest. And her hand feels your beating heart ever so intimately. Did you ever feel anything in this time? Any excitement, anything other than boredom?
In that last moment, when you blazed and when the swords blocked out of the moon, Christian was alive for a brief second.
I'm glad I made you feel something. And she rips out your heart.
Hell yeah.
Still beating. And swallows it.
I think sword without a wielder. Christian stays alive for a brief second, sort of stumbles forward with the pull. Looks up. Yeah. Thanks for that. Looks up at the sky, looks up at a moon that is no longer blotted out. Probably one he's really only looked at now for the first time in a while. Looks back at you. Good luck killing them all, kid.
Oh, no one else is gonna die by my hand. As she looks over her shoulder where wings once were, she can finally turn around. I'm killing the handler. What is it? What are they called? Mentors. I'm gonna...
I don't know. Ours doesn't talk to us.
Overseer, bloke, you hear from a shadow. Step out. Overseer.
Yeah. I'm killing my overseer. And I'm done with this fucking game.
Kairos and Clarence, what have the two of you been doing this entire time?
I think I was just watching with curiosity. I don't Clarence like, so I don't know Clarence. I was like realized Clarence said you can't see me again, and I was like, all right, well,
Yeah, just dipped out and dipped right over, like kind of within soul, like but not close enough to get grabbed or anything. It's just like
you.
That's my mate on the ground.
Yes.
Me.
Yes.
What about me?
Well, I had every intention to see if I could kill you, but as you said, that is your compatriot on the ground. And the true king knows when to show mercy, when to fight. I suggest you go home.
Oh, that is brilliant. Hey, lovely stuff. Love to hear it. Look, mate, look, you've done me a solid. You, over there? It was top level, maximum ledge. I'll tell you right now. Beautiful stuff. If you ever, I have connections, by the way. If you ever need
one more thing before you go, and you think you see Kairos take a step forward into a shadow and out of your shadow, I am just ever so curious what your name was before you woke up.
You, you promise not to stab me in the back if I tell you? Get to walk on out of here. You maybe even look me up, let down the line. I got connections, I can help you out. But I'll tell you if you, look me up.
A knight keeps her word, yes.
Alright, knight keeps her word, absolutely. Clarent. Not claret like blood, but clarent. As a C to an L to an A to R, E, and T.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting. May I see your cellular device?
Yeah, you can take it. Yeah, it's yours now. You have it. You need anything else?
I open your notes app or something and put in an address and give it back to you. If you ever want to speak with other members of the Order, Clarent, come there.
All right. I'll give you a ring-a-ding-ding and everything, huh? You two, stay easy, stay good, huh? Christian, yeah, mate. Catch you later, bruv.
Do you want to take the remains?
No, I think somebody else will be by for that. That's not really my job, you know? That's not in the details. I was told to show up and just, well... well, you two got it taken care of, so I'm just gonna mosey on out of here. You don't mind?
Are you gonna leave? Yeah, go.
Alright.
Have a pleasant evening.
You too.
So, are you quite alright?
She is staring at Christian's body like it is a note from a forgotten lover. But it looks wrong. She doesn't look good at all. Her wings are gone. The necklace that she usually wears isn't on her body. She looks kind of hollow.
An inopportune banknote rings from your phone.
As expected. I think she pulls out her phone. Doesn't really look at it. Are you happy, Maeve? Is this what you wanted? sending the number one to come kill me. Because I don't answer your calls, I don't answer your texts, because I don't want to hear you tell me that I'm nothing more than a weapon that you fucked up and left. You told me every single thing I needed to hear about the world, and it was all wrong, Maeve. Not even Leia's fucked up personality believes the shit that you push. No, I'm not okay, Kairos. I haven't been okay since the moment I woke up.
Can I say something?
What?
That person, Christian, did say that they did not intend to kill you. I don't believe they were sent here to kill us.
Then why did they use every weakness that we had? I saw. You couldn't stab him. I was covered in fire.
If I had to fancy a guess, twice now, our loyalty to Lady Maeve has been questioned. And I believe it was more of a test than a sentencing. One must know who they can trust in war.
You really think that this is... You really think that she is on the same side of this? That's not possible. I can't believe that, Kairos.
Well then, my friend, perhaps your rage is leading you more than you like to believe. Because you said yourself, and we heard from someone else like Maeve, they don't make the rules, they're just made to enforce them.
And don't you think that warrants retribution?
Certainly, but why would I kill a store manager when the problem is the CEO?
It's one thing to be a store manager. People gotta work. We end up in this situation. I get that. But she broke me, Kairos. Every single day, whispers in my ears during the day and whispers in my mind at night. Sure, she doesn't do that to you. I don't know why she does it to me. But a store manager, someone that believes in the cause, is far worse than just a casual bystander. Even if she doesn't like the system, she shoves it down my throat every single time, every chance she gets. I used to trust her. I used to believe that she was the only thing that I needed to know. Oh boy, was I wrong. I'm glad you don't get the same treatment. But my experience is way different than yours, or Percy's, or Darby's. To me, Maeve is a monster.
Kairos attempts to put a hand on your shoulder.
She won't stop you.
My friend, my sister, I hear you. I did not mean to belittle how you feel. What I mean to say is you are not someone I believe that wants to let rage dictate what they do. You said earlier today you hit first and ask later. I'm simply saying, try to ask first.
Sure. And she says that hollow. She's not the type to lie, but that is the closest thing that you'll get. Sure, I'll ask. But know that I am flipping the board on this shitty fucking game. It's not just Maeve.
I have something I've been working on. It is reckless and a bit of a, what's the word they told me? Hail Mary? But I think it could work. Because as I said before, I fully intend to do the same thing. I just hope to do it without killing anyone I don't need to.
Well, I'm really used to killing people I don't need to.
What do you think would happen if we destroyed the ley line?
And Sol turns and looks to the city hall where one of the ley lines is. I don't know. Magic would stop or something?
Exactly.
What does it have to do with us?
What is this whole game run by?
For the first time, a little bit of curiosity comes back. Something other than sharp, feral rage. And that's why you need to talk to a counselor.
The king is always thinking 4 steps ahead, sister, I say as they start walking away.
And if it doesn't work, I'm not only killing Zanny, but Maeve's going down too. At the same time.
Yes.
All around you, in a different fashion, not just 2 cars, but at least 10. At least more. At least something almost like legions upon legions of knights, but in black, sleek cars. A man walks out of one. And following that man, behind him are seemingly human-like people with guns, not dressed in any particular way, not specifically police-like in any form. But a man that you've seen in newspapers, a man that you have seen in website articles. Counselor Roman Montgomery finally steps out in a polished suit, walking out with a hand in his pocket, coiffed brown hair, smoking. It's nice to finally meet the 2 of you.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance as well. Didn't believe you were expecting us. Sorry if you're late for the appointment you had set. You know who I am. We know who you are. I can just start. So my friend has a gym, you see, and recently you stopped by and gave her very vague threats about said establishment. I was wondering perhaps we could come to some sort of agreement.
No threats, no problem. That doesn't have to be anything that Estelle has to worry about. If you'd also like to come to an agreement. I guess not you specifically, but your friend points with a cigarette over to Sol.
This matter doesn't concern my friend.
Yeah, what the fuck I got to do with this?
I'm saying it could. It could be a lot easier if you get involved, so that Estelle doesn't have to worry her and her wife's pretty little head.
I'm sorry you want me to... This isn't me trying to belittle this, Kairos, but you want me to help you save a gym?
Well, yeah, Estella's been very kind to me, and it's her only livelihood. You see, she's just a person,
Okay.
so she's to... So, but
Yeah.
I don't know what you... I don't know. I didn't mean to get you involved in whatever this...
That's, and I think we both look to counselor. Yeah, like I don't understand that either.
I enjoy your handiwork. This place has looked the best it's ever. Honestly, we were kicking our asses with attempting to find the right construction crews to just get rid of all of this. But that's the wonderful thing with relics, isn't it? Powers can just appear from nothing. Matter, no concern. I want to ask you.
Do you want Soul to tear down city blocks?
It's gonna be kind of hard, champ, as I'm sure you can see. And Joel gestures to like the very large blades that are no longer on her back, but littered across this place.
Not just. I wouldn't make you do work as simple as that. As menial. I'm asking you. Because you just received $2.76 million. So in total, you'd have about $5 million to your net worth. Why don't I help you double that in a day if you come work for me?
Why would I want to do that? If you know anything about me, I actually don't care how much money I have. It's never
But
really been about that.
you do care about something.
And that is...
Not necessarily to be free from the rules of this game. That's not something that I, as a human, regular man, can provide for you, great, godly creature. I can provide you a little comfortable pocket outside of the rules, however. You see, I have a little something here, and he kind of makes a gesture for someone to bring something to him, and what seems to be inside is a very almost like futuristic looking sort of cylinder that has contained in something, and inside it seems to be some sort of like liquid with whatever helps keep it preserved inside, and it is a heart, but it is particularly radiant.
What the fuck is that?
This heart belonged to a flag. And whose flag, what in particular? But this was the flag of an overseer. Did you know overseers have hearts?
I can imagine.
And what do you think happens when you eat an overseer's heart?
Well, obviously they fucking die.
You become one. If you take over the spot of the person you kill in the fabrication, it makes sense that you would become an overseer. The other reason I've been prudent to letting you just go wild, as it were.
You want to turn me into an overseer?
Not even necessarily that if you don't want to play, considering you can interfere as much as you'd like. You can still carry out your everyday responsibilities, apparently, that you still have. You can be something more whole, not bound by the fact that you have to lean into your human pleasures in order to stay on this world. Again, carving yourself a comfortable little pocket within the rules. Buy yourself a couple more years. Taps the heart again. I can give this to you for all but nothing other than just your employment.
Kairos, by the way, at this point, instead of like pacing like a painter around him and this like fucking entourage he's brought.
Soul's been standing there, like, stock still, staring at him like he is the oddest thing in a museum.
Counselor,
Yes.
I have but 2 questions for you. So you and everyone you brought are simple mortal men.
Not entirely.
Thank you. My second question. Does our agreement hinge solely on my friend going into your employment and being bound by someone else?
I won't lie, it's tricky, this sort of business. The tailors, they are hauntingly faceless. I'm sure we're all mildly aware of that. But the interesting thing here is that I have been able to seek counsel with the tailors. They're interesting. They like fun rules, fun new games, and new things to make things more, as I've said, interesting. And considering, points a cigarette down to Christian's body, in my most expensive project, in max security, I made sure to attempt to hold that one for as long as I could, to see if I could. It helped to one way or another that he did just have an ungodly, hilarious penchant for killing. But then he got out. And now he's a part of you. Your name was Soul?
Soul.
I have to be very honest. I need that sort of power from someone. Not for my own security or protection or anything so, I suppose, gauche. Asking a godly weapon, a person. But what I would be interested in is seeing what would happen if you ate this.
Soul doesn't understand why this man is so interested in her outside of, like, it can't just be because I killed Christian. But she wants to try something. I think she wants to almost manifest the sword that Christian was. Can I roll something for that?
Let's see. Christian, in this liminal space of what is the afterlife, but not one that we will witness quite yet, you are being reached out for suddenly by someone who made you feel alive for the very first time in 5 years. 4, maybe. I just want to ask you, do you willingly see what happens when you reach out as well?
I think Christian is, like, I think it's the closest Christian has gotten to a nap in a long time. He's just kind of like vibing in limbo until he disintegrates at this point. But when he hears that call, it's, No. I did have a pretty good time the last time Suleiman was the one who helped me, so. Fuck it, why not? And he'll just sort of slowly just appear in your hand. Who we killing?
Is this what you want, counselor?
Did that sword just speak?
Maybe. And maybe relics are a lot more than you think we are.
Is
Clarence-
there a shadow behind the counselor?
I also want. I would like to try and stab the counselor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
So Kairos, you were attempting to stab?
Yeah, I've been. This dude fully stopped talking to me, so I just kind of started walking around. I
Okay.
want to shadow sneak.
Clarence, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm grabbing that heart, baby.
Oh.
That heart is just gonna slip through. If there's
Okay.
somebody going for the counselor, then it's just
Do
like
it,
a.
you
It's
crazy
a one.
bitch.
There's like the moment of like being like, oh, I could fucking avenge Christian right now. Just get all of the counselor's blood, and then sees Kairos go for the counselor and goes, taken care of, and then just gonna nab it and go.
Clarence, you take the heart. I'll tell you whose heart it is. Kairos and Soul plus Christian. This is a human man still.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The only other concern are the relics in the cars that he also has.
Now, are they like giving off a bad vibe? Like, are they just here as
They're
like,
all armed.
got it?
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, if so, I think to this point, like Kairos and Sol kind of have the understanding that this guy is bad news. And if in the moment I see Kairos kind of take a step, like that one step towards danger, yeah, I'm just gonna try to like big wave kill all of the people in
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna
backup.
I'm gonna anime.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think the minute you see that, you just hear Christian as in the sword just go, "Hey, fucking let go, idiot."
Yeah, I know.
Kairos, you take out. You are going for the counselor, and then you two going for everybody else.
Yeah, if Soul lets go, Christian is gonna do the thing his sword does, which is fly over and go kill some motherfucker.
What does all of that look like? Just tell me.
Kairos starts like, I think it's almost like bullet time in the way I move in between all of the like armed guards and hoopla and stuff. And she's talking in a way that like, I don't know if anyone hears, but the audience hears. You know, counselor, you always should keep your eye on your opponent. It's the first rule of combatives. Especially an opponent you don't know. I've had so many names. People call me Kairos. I was a man on the mountain for a time. But the name that is the most important is the last name you'll ever hear. No one has heard it and lived. And I think what Soul sees is a like 4.5-inch blade go through the counselor's like chest. As I hold the end of this bone white dagger, I want you to know, Counselor Romamak, that the one who did this to you was Cowan. King Arthur's middle white hilt. I exist to end people like you and to end this game. Thank you for keeping him distracted, Soul.
I think Soul is like running past you pulls out Christian, throws it in front of her to like stab someone who was probably going to try to stop you, and those claws come back out. Very much Wolverine style, she is cutting through all of the rest of the relics that are even giving off a hint of wanting to attack.
All right, greasy
Christian
boy.
looks like Yondu's fucking arrow, except it's silver in lines. Like, it's not points and dancing, it's line, darkness, line, as he's just cutting through people left, right, and center. And I don't think anyone else can hear this, but Soul can hear him laughing.
Yeah. She's laughing. I think she starts laughing with you. She thinks this is the funniest thing in the world. And I think the last person she killed is like someone that was trying to get Clarence. Fully like claw downward eviscerates this person into paste. So what are you gonna do with that?
Me?
Well,
Yeah.
Clarence is gone.
Oh,
Clarence
you left.
fucked off. Clarence
That's
yeah.
so funny.
Grabbed the
Popped
heart
up,
and
grabbed
fucked
it, and
off.
then got
And
the fuck out.
left!
Yeah,
What a
and
piece
left.
of shit. What a fucking loser.
Yes.
Yeah. I splat someone, see like your greasy hair go into a shadow. Fucking bitch.
The banknotes, the notifications go up. Kairos, unless eventually you help out, the counselor's death does not provide anything.
I do go through his pockets.
Go through his pockets, okay?
Mhm.
Interesting.
I need that key card. I gotta get in.
Gotta get the key card. There's also something. There's another thing. It is a printed out monologue from Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. Specifically, Mercutio's monologue.
I don't fucking read, man.
About
Okay.
Queen Maeve.
Okay.
So Kairos can actually not read, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking.
If it's not in Old English, Kairos is just.
It's Shakespearean.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Then
you
yeah, I
can
can
read
read.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I fold that up and put it away. I look for everything else I came for. I will help Soul
Okay.
at some point.
It's over.
It's over.
It is
It's over already.
Yeah.
If anyone is curious, at this point, Soul's current net worth combined with Christian's is $5,960,000. The last thing from our session for tonight, we are going to close in on a getaway car. Clarence, you have the heart. As soon as you hold onto it, for some reason, there is this understanding. You know whose heart this is. You know the death was unfair, untimely, gruesome. What do you do with the heart, if you do anything at all right now?
Look at it. Look across the car from who's sitting there. There's probably a woman with reddish hair, wearing like a power suit and everything. And Clarence just goes, "Vive liberté, vive égalité, vive France. Joan, you're beautiful, baby. Don't forget about it." And just slurp it, just engorge it.
What that looks like for Clarence, your crew, and our main crew, we'll find out next week. Thank you, everyone, so much for coming to Feast or Famine episode 6. My name has been Josephine. I am at Scary Dog Friend. I have been your MC, Maeve, the not so talkative this episode. I'm going to pass it over to Zoe.
Hello, everyone. It is me, Zoe. The one that ate a heart first in this episode. So remember that when Wes tries to, I don't know, lie to the public. It was me. I played Soul, the angry woman. I love her. I love a scorned lady. She's so hot now, covered in blood. That's my woman and my character. If you like what I do, then you'll love what I do everywhere else. You can find me probably everywhere that matters at Radical Zoe. Not much going on right now. We got a Kickstarter coming up. I work for Hunters Entertainment, so if you want to buy kids on, if you want to back kids in capes, do it, because then Austin gets money. Speaking of Austin, I'm going to pass it to Austin.
I was gonna say I love money. That's a lie, but I do like when people play games I write. What is up? My name is Austin Taylor. My pronouns are he, they, she. You can find me everywhere I want to be found on the internet at Sales Constance. That's SCT Austin. If you can't find me under that, I don't want you to find me. Stop looking. You can also find me weekly on Maximum Fun Network under my podcast, Secret Histories Nerd Mysteries. The Secret Histories Nerd Mysteries on Max Fun Weekly or anywhere you get podcasts. Tonight I played Kairos. She's not angry. She is very focused. She's maybe the most locked in she's ever been in her entire existence. Can't stress it enough. She's a lady of a plan, and she's told no one what the plan is fully. Maybe one day people will know her name or see her phantasm. Probably not. They all end up dying. Speaking of dying, I think Ryo.
Hold on, I'm just waiting to make this joke for a hot second. Give me a second. We're doing anything.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I guess while we're waiting for the joke.
We're good. I'm done.
Okay.
Hello. I'm Ryan Mossa, now in Death Grayscale. How you doing? I play Christian, who's now I don't know. Apparently, Soul can just pull them out whenever they need to now, which is a wild thing we didn't know about. That's dope as shit. Maybe that continues. Maybe it doesn't. Either way, wasn't expecting to have to ungrayscale myself halfway through this fucking finale. You can find me on, I guess, Twitter at Rymasa RY0MASA. You can find me on, I think, TikTok and Instagram, technically. Just know that TikTok is where people message me if they don't want to message me on Twitter, and Instagram is where people message me if they don't want to message me on either of the other two. So I don't check them or do anything on them very often. So there's that. I'm perpetually in production of things, so you don't get to know anything of what I am doing in terms of that, because it's all still being worked on. I guess except if you play Pathfinder shit. Howl of the Wild book just came out based on sort of a cool hunt to find legendary beasts in that particular world. I did some writing for that book, and if you like cool animal monster hunter bullshit in your fantasy TTRPGs, that's a good place to look for inspo. Other than that, I'm gonna toss it to Wes, who's probably doing more things than me at this exact moment.
I guess. Thank you so much for that. Hi, my name is Wes Franks. My pronouns are they and he, or that kind of, preferably they, them, but he is fine too, if that's what floats your boat. You can find me on the internet at Comfort Carrion. Carrion Comfort is where I do stuff. Tabletop games, tabletop role-playing games, actual plays, video game photography, interviews, panels. If you want to get an idea of what I do, there's my link to my website that shows all of it. I just released a game this past year called This Old House. You build a house of cards and you tell a story about that house while you build a house of cards. It's pretty great. When it eventually falls, then that's the end of that house's story. But you can make more with that. There's also, if you don't want to build a house of cards, there's alternate rules in there for that. Just in case. Go ahead and check that on itch. You can find it. It's linked on my website as well. I've got actual plays. Villains is coming out. We are working on editing right now, getting that all chopped together. I need it to look perfect. But there will be some announcements, some cast character announcements, so keep your eyes peeled on the socials for that. Other actual plays, if you like Percy Jackson, there's Camp Half-Blood that I did with the Thonic Kids, where we used Demigod system. It was really great. Fables Once and Future, where we used Urban Shadows, a bunch of other stuff. So go ahead and check that out. All of it's linked on the website. This weekend is Games for Change over on twitch.tv/DND Jordan Lee. We are raising money for the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund this weekend. We have 10 one-shots, and your money can directly affect them. We have Call of Cthulhu. I think there's Girl by Moonlight. There's D&D. There's Pathfinder. There's all that good stuff. It's happening this weekend. There's a great group of people that are going to be running and playing games. Come check us out. That's twitch.tv/D&D Jordan Lee. Please come check it out. Let's raise some money for a fantastic cause. Baby. That's me.
Okay. Thank you all, everyone, so much. And again, Embers of Rage is tomorrow. We will see you later. Goodbye.